Hi, everybody. Welcome back into another episode of Arsenal Fan Circle. Pull up a chair. You are all welcome to come on in. Wanted to take a moment to thank my subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and put some comments down there if you want to. This goes for new and old viewers. If you want to change the format or you want me to introduce anything that you think might be beneficial to the channel. Now, a little bit on why I started this channel, because I'm into this now probably about 40 days, 7 or 8 weeks. I've got 40 videos up right now, but the intention was to, bring Arsenal fans together, to give them a voice. People who are in the comments section, if they want to come on the show on Sundays that we have, they're very much welcome to do that in a kind of audio interview setting. I want to know about why you got into Arsenal. Basically, like I say, I want to talk about your Arsenal life, when you started supporting Arsenal, why you started supporting Arsenal, what interested you in the team, what did you like about the team, and did you stick with them through thick and thin, things like that. So my intention is for it to be truly a circle. I have Gunded News and Mahir come on every Sunday, and we have a great show, but want to try and open up the circle a little bit and bring some people in with different viewpoints, and because we're all a fan base, we're all going to have different viewpoints on things, and it's intended to interview other fans and see what they're doing in a once-off setting. And certainly we can have repeat people come on, but it's definitely a once-off interview type thing. Come on the show, give it a new flavor, because as fans we all have different viewpoints, and let's get back to supporting the team. And I think we got caught up in the day-to-day social media aspect of the team. It's information's just gotten too much out there. So let's get back to the grassroots of things. But enough about that. I wanted to push on and talk about other things. I wanted to sort of say, like, the value of this channel as well. I did bring the news that earlier than most channels that Aaron Ramsey would be leaving to go to Juventus, and that has come to pass. And I did a video way back early in early January about Aaron Ramsey moving on to Juventus, and he's going to be playing some ball with a certain player called Ronaldo that not a lot of people have heard about, I'm sure. But I wanted to also, that being said, so with a few other things I wanted to say is the takeaways from the Sunday show. Now, it was a long 2-hour show, but it was definitely, we brought up a lot of content, and some of the content that we talked about on Sunday, and this doesn't usually happen with some, and maybe it's because there hasn't been a game over the weekend, but some of the content that I brought up over the weekend I've been mulling over in my head, so I wanted to sort of talk about that as well. And basically the second section of the show was the English Premier League predictions, and what was kind of astounding to me was the takeaways from that. It's going through all of our English Premier League results for the season for Arsenal. I came across some conclusions, and we've all probably come across these points ourselves, but this is very enlightening to me. I pretty much took the first two results, two fixtures, Manchester City at home and Chelsea away, as a continuation of our pre-season. Didn't think that we would get anything out of the games, and it came to pass against Manchester City that we were pretty poor, but against Chelsea we really played well. We should have at least got a point, if not 3. We ended up losing that game, but the takeaway from going through all of those results was we went on 22 games unbeaten. Now, we were not superb in every one of those 22 games, and those 22 games in all competitions, must be said. But you could see what Emery is doing with a fully fit squad. 22 games unbeaten in any code of football is really amazing. And Ozil was a part of that, it has to be said as well. But what Ozil did sprinkle in some magic in that run. I'm not here to talk about Ozil right now, but just to say that he was part of that 22 games unbeaten. But the main aspect of those results that I looked through was injuries and the lack of leaders. So that's the notes I have. Injuries to the back, to our defenders, and a lack of leadership amongst our defenders really cost us dearly. We've dropped points because we have lost concentration. When we needed a Tony Adams type of player, we needed a leadership to say, come on now, we're going to concentrate. We just scored. And I'm talking about the Manchester United away game, which was very vital. But we got away with a point with that one, but we could have gotten 3 points there. And we needed leaders in the team at that point, someone who was going to pull the team, the back four together, and push through to get the results, But due to a lack of leadership amongst our existing team, we've gotten caught out with stupid goals that we've been conceding, and we've been conceding goals late in games as well. Something which I'll do a video on probably next week. But and that's the kind of thing we need to address in the summertime. We know that there needs to be a big turnover, and we know that there needs to be players that come in, but we need character players as well. Players that are going to be yelling at other players to get back in position, like the Arsenal of old that I remember. Tony Adams, Steve Bold, even David O'Leary. They would not let things percolate to a point where we're leaking goals badly, and that might be our nemesis. That might be our Achilles heel at the end of the season. Our goal difference could be crucial. Leaking goals at the back is something Arsenal never used to do. Probably 2 decades ago I'm talking about now. But we had leaders like a Tony Adams, who was a vocal leader, and we had leaders more recently like a Patrick Vieira, who led by example, but who was a colossus. But anyway, that's kind of what we need, and it was kind of striking looking back on that show and going through the results. We were superb in some games. We were very lucky in some games. Our strikers exceeded what they call the expected goals quota for those games, and we were getting results that maybe we didn't quite deserve in the end. But because we do have 2 strikers up front that can put chances away, we were being efficient at that time of the season, and we're in a good position at this point in the season. We have to say, let's cast our minds back 12 months ago. I checked with Gun the News, and Mahir asked him, were we out of contention in the league last year? And he said, yes, we were out of contention pretty much this time last year, and we were putting all of our eggs into the Europa League basket, which got us as far as semi-final. We all know how that ended. But we're doing better this year with a more pragmatic, let's say, coach. Emery does need to be a little bit more pragmatic and take a little bit more chances, but I feel like he's under such pressure to get that top 4. We're so close that we need to be efficient in all of our in everything we do. But I'm going on a little bit here now. It's already 9 minutes, and I want to get on to the Bate preview right now, which is and I want to say, first of all, as I've said on Sunday, we are not going to have a fixture congestion. We need to, at this point, we got 2 competitions we're alive in still. We need to put Leno between the sticks. Enough of this Czech BS. Last week we did not put Leno between the sticks. Although ultimately you can't blame Peter Cech for what happened, but we need Torreira also on the pitch. So let's start building our strongest team. You know, I definitely would think we can win this game quite easily. I think we need to be concentrated for sure. If we lose a goal, it's going to be very, very difficult. I have projected us to win 3-0. That's going to allow for losing a goal, but I definitely don't want to have a nervous night, although I'll be at work. You know, I definitely do not want to have a nervous night. I think we're going to win 3-0, and I'll give you my team right about now. But that will enable us to continue on two fronts. I think we should go back to a back four. I did not notice, but I checked the stat earlier in the week, and we are actually more successful. We get better results when we have a back four. So enough of this back three business, Mr. Emery, please. And here's my team. And Bernd Leno's back in the team. He's got to start pretty much every game unless he's injured. Centre backs, Socrates should be back. I'm going to partner him with Koscielny. And I'm going to have Monreal at left back and Ainsley Maitland-Niles at right back. These four players in particular need to be concentrated. We cannot leak a goal. I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of possession, and the back four will need to be on their toes, but they're not going to have a lot to do, I believe. I would play, I'm going to do a formation of 4-2-3-1. And Xhaka and Torreira in midfield. You know, Torreira's got to come back in and solidify things in midfield, shore things up. These two players have to make sure we don't concede a goal along with the back four. So I'm going to leave 4 offensive players to get us the goals. And I would play Iwobi on the left and Mkhitaryan on the right. And those 2 players can come in from the left-hand side and right-hand side and hopefully get a few goals for us. Those 2 white players who need to. I would start Ozil back into the team. We need to give him minutes. This is a creative game. This is a game where we're going to need creativity, and we're going to need to have Ozil supplying the ammunition to Iwobi and Mkhitaryan, and we should start him for 60-65 minutes. If it's not working at that point, by all means change it. But I think that we're going to have a lot of possession. Ozil can come back and can contribute in games like this, and he needs to help the team to achieve our goals of top 4. And of course we don't have Lacazette up front, so we will have Aubameyang, and I think that is a strong enough team to go ahead and win 3-0, win comfortably. We continue on 2 fronts. We go in the draw for the next round of the Europa League and see who we get. And, you know, that's it, really. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you liked it, if you're new to this channel, I'm asking please subscribe and like and comment if you want to add anything new to this channel or tweak it. And I'm hoping down the line that I'm going to have a few Arsenal supporters, fans, people who have YouTube channels that can come on and be on my Sunday shows along with Gundit News and Mahir Abrams. So check out Gundit News as well on Facebook. Support him, please. This has been a long video. I hope you have been with me till the end, and I will talk to you soon. I think we'll get the win on Thursday and we move on to the weekend. I will have another video probably out on Friday. Okay, thank you everybody. Bye.